All right, so this is Too Short to Ride. As you may have noticed already, that I'm doing this before Mr. Greg. I recorded Mr. Greg, and then it told me that I never recorded anything. So when I spill my thoughts out, I spill them out, and they're hard to get back. So yeah, that's how that went. So we're just gonna do this first, and when I feel like repeating my thoughts, then I'll talk about them again. So I'll get Mr. Greg out whenever I'm not feeling lazy. So here's a probably equally important episode to Mr. Greg. Well, not equally, probably a little bit lower, but you'll see. Anyways, so we'll go by scene, or at least picture by picture, what I have. So anyways, we got Peridot and Steven. Steven's given a present to Peridot, and it's a tablet, and she has a cute little bow on her that I don't think she realizes she has on her for a while. So we got that. It looks more like one of those Microsoft tablets than like an iPad or whatever. So there's that. Tube. Now, in one of the photos I've seen earlier, showed, I think that's it right there. No, that's not it. Well, we got Sims, that's one thing for sure. Facebook, no, not Tumblr. Oh, what's that meetup site? Well, no, there's Tumblr right next to TubeTube. Tinder. And some music playing thing. I guess that's iHeartRadio. I'm not sure. But everything else, I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, someone told me that they saw Neko Atsume on there, which is the cat video game. Oop. And so, yeah. Anyways. So she does a little shing thing, and it's like she got it in a way to attach it to her arms using Velcro. Oops. Anyways, she now has that. So Amethyst comes along and is like, "Hey, me and Steven are gonna go to Funland," and Paradise like, "What's Funland?" And they're like, "We'll bring you. We wanted to bring you anyways." So Steven like, "We're going to Funland." Also, they make a square rectangle joke. I'm not very good at that stuff. Anyways, Steven's like, "Yay, Funland." And she's like, "You brought me to a sign." And it's kind of funny. So they're at Funland. They want to go on a roller coaster. And so they asked Mr. Smiley if they can go on a roller coaster. And Steven and Amethyst are too short to ride it. Peridot's there. Never mind, she's not there. That's a funny picture. I might do some art of that later. It makes you realize that, like, right here is the top of her head. So if you do that, it basically goes to right there. So that's funny how that happens. So Peridot's like, "What?" And she says something like her size means like is very special or very rare on Homeworld. So that's interesting to hear that her size is rare. I guess short is something that's tall there. I don't know. Anyways, so Amethyst is like, "Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we just shapeshift into our tallness?" So Steven and Amethyst shapeshift. I like how Amethyst kind of goes with the new little style when she does it. Kind of looks a little bit like Vidalia. Steven somehow just grew his legs. I don't think Steven can fully control his shapeshifting yet, but he can do enough. And Peridot tries to do it, but it doesn't really work. So Amethyst and Steven go on the ride in Peridot's left alone, sadly. Then they go in a fun house and they all shapeshift in the fun mirrors, but Peridot's just like, yeah, I get to have your fun. Anyways, so they're doing that. Peridot's having a lousy time. Hey, it's a teacups ride from that one episode. Can't remember. Serious Steven, that's what it was. So, Google. I think that's a meme online too. Google again. Peridot sees the prize game, the bottle throwing game. So, and she's like, oh my gosh, I want those prizes. She likes the eyes, apparently. That's interesting. Yeah, she wants one of those alien things, big old alien things. Mr. Smiley has to come. He's like the only one working. I always knew Mr. Smiley had problems. He said he hasn't seen a bed in 3 days. Yeah, he has problems. So they try the ring game. Peridot doesn't really know how it works, so she thinks she won already just by throwing one. And Amethyst explains that they need to throw more to, or at least land one of them on the bottles. So they all try throwing it, but it doesn't work. And Peridot says, I save Earth for this. Yeah, she's still trying to learn. She's still learning. So they find out the game's rigged, basically, just like any other carnival game. If you ever played one, they're basically all rigged. So Amethyst has an idea, says, hey, look, Onion's trying to burn down the roller coaster. And Mr. Smiley's like, no, you're not going to do that one on me again. Lo and behold, Onion is really trying to burn down the roller coaster. So Amethyst uses her shape-shifting powers to just get her arm closer to the bottle. And it works. And so they lie that Peridot did it. And and then Peridot admits that she's been trying on Steven's clothes, or at least stealing them. And then because Peridot only made one, she got one of these little guys. They're really cute. But she had to make 10 of the rings to get the big one. Tinder. But then again, I rewatched the episode before doing this, and she says, I already have one. So I guess she and Lapis are still kind of living together. So Steven has the idea to try and help Peridot get her shape-shifting powers, or at least try and work them. So they try that's a tongue twister for me. Shape-shifting, yes, normal things like tongues. Amethyst can show off because she's been doing it for a while, and Peridot's just like, blah. Oops. Anyways, Amethyst can shapeshift into a full cat. Steven can still do his little cat finger thingies, because again, I think he doesn't have full control of it, but he has enough control that works. But he doesn't want to risk it. Twitter, except for it says cheap. So we have cheap, Twitter, and Twit. If you don't know that reference, yeah, if you don't know that reference, then never mind. And I said twirt, not anything else. Anyways, trying to keep this kid friendly here. So Amethyst tries to form into a ball. They try using their arms to catch, but it doesn't work. Peridot lands on the ground. And they try pulling her. And the whole time they're pulling her, she's like, ow, ow. It's really funny. Some good Peridot poses for getting human legs down. And then Peridot says that because she's in, like, I think facet 12 or facet 2 or something with a 2, her size is very small. Or I think she says something about her size. She says because of the reason why she was made, she doesn't have any powers. Gem's running out of resources. And like I said before in other videos, I think Gem World is kind of a dystopia where it's just kind of running out of energy, or it's kind of sucked everything out of the planet. So they're not making gems like they used to. So Peridot has no powers. So that's sad to hear. And Amethyst is like, I'm gonna be real with you. And so she talks about how we like Peridot because of who she is and not what she could be. Peridot acts like she isn't listening and just writing on her little tablet thing. Amethyst starts getting, like, a little peeved about this. So Amethyst tries grabbing it out of Peridot's hand and pulling it, and she's like, you don't need this. Oh, and also Peridot says that the reason why they have limb enhancers is because her generation of gems don't have any powers. Like I said, she's new, she also said, so Peridot's definitely younger than Amethyst, so my guess is Peridot is like brand new, like she's just brand new, like she was probably made like a month ago according to the shows. I mean, not even a month ago, probably a year ago or 2 years ago according to the shows, this show's logic. So Amethyst grabs it, throws it out into the ocean because she thinks she doesn't need it. And Peridot's like, no, I need it. And then, what do you know? Peridot's a metal bender. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, Peridot's a metal bender. He doesn't directly say this, Steven doesn't, but it's something like that. So we learn Peridot can bend metal, and she got the tablet safely to her arms. So Peridot has another idea. She has another idea. So this is basically her metal bending. She can bend all the little metal rings into the thing while Mr. Smiley's asleep. So she got her little thing. Yay! And that's the end of that. And then they all are happy. Nice little picture there. The short squad or whatever. So all in all, this episode was pretty lighthearted. Nothing much to say about it. Again, I'll get the Mr. Greg out once I have things to say about that. So yeah, that's about it. We'll see how her bending powers work in the future. If they ever go back to Homeworld, and we get more gems like her or more Peridots, then we can get her to start teaching them about metal bending. So yeah, that's about it. I hope that we'll see more of those powers. So yeah, bye.